Hello guys, my name's Dean, and welcome to a reaction video of sorts to the news from Star Wars Celebration about 3 brand new Star Wars movies in the pipeline. This kind of seems to round out a total of 5 videos, or 5 movies that Lucasfilm seems to be working on. The original 2 that we knew about was the Taika Waititi film, as well as the Patty Jenkins film. The 3 new ones that they announced today was one by James Mangold, one by Dave Filoni, and the third by a director I've never heard of, Chinoy, Chinoy, I believe. And I'm very mixed on this, but for the most part, quite optimistic. I'll start real fast with the 2 that they said they were working on in the past. The Patty Jenkins film, look, it's Rogue Squadron, cool. We've kind of done that era to death, so I'm not crazy excited. I for the most part do like Patty Jenkins as a director, but just her work on Wonder Woman, I mean, CGI, it just, in general, less even her writing as her directing, I'm not the most thrilled with. She's good with very personal moments. So, whatever. That's a wash. I don't really care that much about it. Taika Waititi film, I'm terrified. I think it's the stupidest idea on planet Earth. Outside of Rian Johnson returning, Taika Waititi would be the director I would want least to direct a Star Wars movie. So, not excited about that. But as for the 3 new ones, James Mangold's fantastic. Ford vs. Ferrari's great. Logan's great. There's something else I saw from him. He's a phenomenal director. And him doing... he's supposed to be doing the beginning of Star Wars in general. Or the First Force users or what have you. That's very exciting. I think he's a great fit. Of course, we'll see after the new Indiana Jones if I have the same positive sentiment toward him. However, I think he really might be able to create something special. And that's my hope when it comes to his movie. There isn't much, it sounds like, to go on. I know he discussed like how he wants kind of like a biblical epic to kind of kickstart the I don't know if it's the Jedi and the Sith, or if it's just the Force in general. I don't know. I guess we'll see with that. The second one is Filoni is directing a movie that seems to kind of be the capper to all of the Disney Plus shows, The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and so on. I actually think that's a pretty decent idea. I'm not a big Dave Filoni fan, but I think having a movie that rounds out all the shows, now that's something I am very interested in, and not a bad idea at all. And I think it's very interesting that we're starting kind of from the beginning with Mangold's film, then you got Filoni kind of rounding out what we've been doing for a while with these shows, and then the third, my personal most excited, I am quite a big fan of the J.J. Abrams sequels. Really enjoyed 7, really enjoyed 9. Not a big fan of 8. But, so Daisy Ridley returning, it's set 15 years after the events of Rise of Skywalker. Fantastic, all 4. Been wanting that for years now. What I'm not as big of a fan of is their director choice. And it purely comes from, I just don't know what she's done. I looked quickly up on her filmography. She's done some documentaries. She seems to be like a journalist, activist. Look, I don't have much issue with that. But I really hope Lucasfilm understands that you're taking, I think Rey is one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise. But you are taking one of the most volatile characters. Again, I don't think it's J.J. Abrams' fault. I don't think it's Daisy Ridley's fault. But a lot of people don't like that character. And you're going to have to sell them on this character. And I don't know if you're going to be able to. And especially if you take a director who truthfully wants to really politicize a lot of things. Who knows? I'm just have no idea. But it just seems like potentially that's something. I know she worked on Miss Marvel, which doesn't give me confidence, but it also, whatever. She's directing an episode or two of a television show. I don't know how much impact she had. Maybe she had a lot, in which case if she did, that makes me a little bit more worried. But the fact remains, I hope they don't overly politicize that. I hope that can be kind of a unifying show. And I also think that's going to kind of push the entire franchise forward. That is definitely the movie I'm most excited about. So we will see. All three movies sound great. Again, Mangold, fantastic director, and I think you're giving him a very unique setting to make a movie. Filoni kind of closing out these shows, something new for Star Wars, kind of popular for Marvel, but new for Star Wars. I'm fine with that. And then again, that third one, I'm super excited Daisy Ridley's back. I'm super excited the character of Rey is back, as well as, that could be Finn, that could be Poe, all these other great characters. And we're pushing the Star Wars timeline forward in a way that feels kind of cohesive with the main Skywalker saga. That's all great. Again, it's going to be over-politicized. And my other big fear, and this is something I've been really not a fan of in even The Mandalorian, which blows me away, is I just don't think the directors have been particularly great. I think it looks cheap, and it looks like it's I don't want to say amateur made, because it clearly isn't, but it's significantly below the standards of these high quality directors. Like, I do not like Rian Johnson, but like Rian Johnson, like J.J. Abrams. I mean, Rian Johnson's a phenomenal director. I just don't think he made a good movie. But that's what I'm trying to get at, as these directors, I don't feel like have been good. And we just came from world-class director in Abrams, world-class director in Johnson, Lucas, even like Rogue One, Gareth Edwards has done some great things. So hopefully we'll have a good slate of movies. I'm a little bit more excited for Star Wars now. Been kind of down as of late. I try not to be a negative person, but I definitely have been somewhat recently. But this gives me some hope. So it's very exciting. I hope they crush all three. And for a movie slate, which is what I'm most interested in, significantly more so than the shows, it definitely got me excited. And I hope you didn't mind this very janky setup. I just picked up 12 dozen donuts. Don't ask why. But I thought I'd quickly record this before work so I can upload it. So hope you guys will have a great day. Let me know your opinion on these movies. It's very exciting news, and I also know release dates. So I wonder when we're gonna see these all. And I presume it will be Mangold's first, Filoni second, and then Chinoy is film third. All right. Have a nice day. Bye, guys.